Hey there, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm spending some time at the beach and I wanted to inspire you just a little bit, so let's go walk on the sand. Okay, so I am on the beach walking and speaking to you guys, and of course everybody's looking at me like I'm crazy, but let's stop anyway. So I wanted to speak to you about distrust, and a thought that came to mind sometime last week was that many persons are stuck. Many persons, they're not experiencing growth, movement, progress, absolutely nothing, because of distrust. They don't trust anybody, with their ideas. They don't trust anybody with their vision. And in their mind, they're seemingly thinking, okay, I've worked so hard to build this. I've tried trusting people before and it didn't work out. Or if I'm to hire someone, are they going to do things the way I do it? Will I still maintain the same reputation? So there's so many factors as it pertains to distrust. And one of the things I was telling myself, even as I'm thinking of venturing into different areas, is that there comes a point where if you want to do anything that's big, oh my God, the sun is so hot. If you want to do anything that's big, if you want to do anything that's major, if you want to do anything that's going to bring about real change, real impact, like real growth, be really effective, then you cannot do it alone, because it's going to be so big that your genius, your creativity can't be the only thing that fuels it. You're going to need help. You're going to need additional resource. And so it means getting out of your box, getting out of your comfort zone. It means sometimes even walking away from doing things the way you have grown accustomed to doing it. And it means being able to find someone that you can speak to share the ideas with, or to bounce ideas off of, to get recommendations, etc. And so if you're going to be expansive, if you want to be great, if you want to be everything that God calls it to be, one of the things you have to realize is that that element of distrust has to go out the door. And I totally understand. I do understand that there's not everything that you can share with everybody. There isn't everything, that you can say to persons, especially when it's in the baby stage, right? You have to protect it, and you have to protect its immunity as well. But I also believe that there comes a point where we have to get up and we have to say, look, especially if you've been doing things the same way over and over and over and over and over and not experiencing any true result, you have to get to the place where you say, look, I want change, I want growth, I want impact, etc. And step out of your comfort zone and trust someone. Now, from the perspective of business, let's say you're thinking, okay, what if I bring in somebody? Will my clients like them, etc.? Are they going to make my business fail? Can I trust to leave them alone? You would first have to allow discernment to be a part of the decision-making process that will allow you to employ individuals. So through that onboarding process or through the recruitment process, you would have to discern, is this someone who's of sound character? Can I trust this person? Are they reputable? Are they reliable? Are they hardworking? You ask the hard questions at the time that the hard questions should be asked, so that you can answer the hard questions effectively, right? And accurately, of course. So once you onboard that person, there shouldn't be any question as to whether you can trust that person. You now have to be able to train that individual and empower that individual so that they can function the way that you would want them to be able to function. So as a result of that, there'll be no questions, even as it pertains to your ideas, your vision. It doesn't make sense to blindly go into something by yourself, not asking any questions, not seeking recommendations, not seeking insight, etc. And then it fails, and then you say, oh, but God, you gave me that idea and it failed. Yeah, God gave you the idea, but you still had to deploy your common sense, right? To ensure that one, you did your research, you asked the requisite questions, and you did what was necessary to make sure that the idea that God gave you worked. So, just wanted to stop by to encourage you. It may be hard, it may be unfamiliar, it may be uncommon, it may be uncomfortable, but if we're going to elevate, if we're going to move forward, if we're going to do what God wants us to do, we have to move forward with trusting someone, something. All right? Love you and take care.